Welcome to putzing around. Today I'm putzing around on the 49 again. I went and taped up the back window and the windshield. Got it all taped up nice because I'm going to be putzing around on the hood today. Got a little bit of rust right there. A lot of surface rust up here. Now if you look closely, a little bit of a dent here. I believe there could be one here. So what I'm going to try and attempt to do is knock out these dents. Get some rust here, and it continues on this side. Dips down right here, and then right here I got a big dip. Really dented up right there. I don't know if you can see that, it's kind of hard to see. So I'm going to be putzing around on the hood today. Hopefully I can get some progress. There's a dip right here. Might work on that a little bit. Trying to get all these dents out. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I got the majority of this popped out. You can still see and feel a little bit right there, but I'm okay with how that is. And all I was using was this mallet. That's all I was using. Knock that out with. So got this side. I'm good enough. I'm happy with that. So there's a dip down here. I'm okay with this. Doesn't really show that, it's not that obvious. So, alright, on with the next side. Alright, well, I finished up on the passenger side. You see right here, there's a dip or a groove. It's still slightly there. Well, I'm very happy with that. I'm okay with that. This was the biggest dip right here. Dipped down quite a bit. There's still a little dip right here, but again, I'm okay with that. Up here, you can still see it's very slight right up here on top. But I managed to get a majority of that out. And then right here, got this fairly smoothed out. Again, I'm very happy. Once I get this rust off, I'll use a stripper wheel, a rust stripper wheel. Get this rust off, and then maybe I'll hit it again with the mallet. I was also using a little wood hammer as well for the for little spots, little areas that I was working on. So I'll show you real quick. Actually, it's right here. This was I was using. It's a little woodworking hammer, the flat end on it, and then this is probably for nails. But yeah, that's all I was using, that and a mallet. And so I got the majority of these big dents out. I'm very happy with this. So, alright. I can go ahead and get my arms are pretty tired. Feeling very weak. So, I think I'll work on it tomorrow. So today I am going to try and clean up this edge right here. I'm not sure what they call this, a drip edge, rain, drain. So I'm going to try a wire wheel and clean this up. I have a rust stripper wheel, get this rust off and then just clean up the roof. And here's the tools I'll be using. So this is extra coarse 4-inch stripper wheel by Gator, and then here's the wire wheel that I'll be using with an electric, with a corded drill. That way I'm going to deal with batteries. And then if I have time, I'm going to sand it. I'll probably sand it down with 80 first, and then 120, and then maybe a 240. And if I get to that, and after I finish with all that, I'll do a self-etching primer, and then a universal bonding primer, which is white. Firmly bonds top coat to difficult surfaces. So well, as you can see, it didn't get deep down in, but it did get the edge of this, as well as on the other side of this little drain. So it wasn't thin enough, which I thought it would be. I was hoping. But I'm going to go ahead and do this side off camera. Alright, well I got the stripper wheel on. Hopefully it won't fall off on me. I just have it hand tight. Let's have a couple wrenches, tighten it up. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this rust, get this rust off. So cross your fingers my wheel doesn't come off and hit me in the face or something fun. Alright, I'm going to do this rest of this off camera. Don't want my battery dying, so it's going to take me a while. A lot of rust on top, as you can see. A lot of rust I got to get off. But that rust stripper wheel is working very well. Definitely coming off. So, alright, so about this stripper wheel, it's by Gator. I got it at Lowe's. They don't sponsor me. They didn't mail it, or they didn't send it to me, asking if I could use it. That's just what I bought. Came two wheels in one. So, but again, I'm gonna do the rest of this off camera. All right, well, I got all the rust off on one side. Got all the areas with rust, and then I decided to go back over it and get all the blue. You can see over here, I didn't do that side. I'll have to do that another day. So what I want to do, take the sander and hit it with 40 grit with the sander that I have, and then see how well, see if I can get the rest of that red off with the sander with 40 grit. So, all right, everyone. I'm going to be working on the driver's side of the roof today. It's been a few days. I got that side all cleaned off. Get all the big dents out. Try to get all of them. And then, so today I'm going to try this side. So this side, passenger side, took me about 3 hours. And so, hopefully it won't take that long this time, but you never know. So I want to try and put this on time lapse, get familiar with my camera, so hopefully this will work out. Today's the next day. As you can see, I got all the rust, paint, and primer off on this other side. Just like the other side, took me 3 hours. Combination, about 6 hours altogether. Took me quite a while, but I finally got it off. Wiped it all down with paint thinner. So very, very excited about that. So today, I'm going to clean this off on both sides, and then hammer out some dents again, and then wipe it all down, and then I can do some filler work. I think I'm going to do some body filler work up here. There's pretty rough up top. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah, so I'm going to do this off camera. Alright, well, lots has happened since my last recording. I got it all sanded down. I did 40 grit, 80 grit, and then that was my final sand. Then I decided to do some body work, body filler, as you can see here. So hopefully that'll do the trick. Also laid down some primer. Found out it was green. Thought it was gray, but I'll show you in the light. And that's green. If you look closely, it's fighting the wind. The wind blew a bunch of debris into my primer, so I'll have to do a light sand on that. Here's some more body filler. So hopefully that can smooth it out. And I'll have to give it another wipe down. The wind blew a lot of debris. I got the corner pillars right here. So once this dry, give this about 30 minutes. I'll sand this filler and then see about getting the primer, the base primer down on the rest of it up top. So, alright. Alright everyone. While I was doing some primer, I was getting ready to do the white primer, but I made a rookie mistake. An amateur mistake. If you look closely, you can see it was spitting and sputtering all over the place. There's a look up here. It's got splatter all over it. Especially right here. Just all over. So I gotta sand this top. I'm gonna try 240, see if I can get this off, and then come back with 340, which is what I was using, or 320 for the putty. So I'm gonna do this all off camera. That's not be very exciting. Watching a video of sanding, so quite disappointed, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the sanding. So I didn't mention, so the reason that I have all this splatter all over the roof of the car where I primered was because the primer and the primer can were too cold. I'm doing this in like 30 degree, low 40 degree weather, and so that is the reason that happened. So I'm going to sand it down, and then once it warms up, this weekend it's supposed to be in the 50s, I'm going to go ahead and give it a try again. So I've decided to stop work on the back for right now. As you can see, it rusted up on me again. And I was just so disappointed, so frustrated. On the roof is good. I got a couple touch-ups that I'll do here. I think I'll bring it down to right here. So sand this, primer this real quick. Same thing with the other side. bring it down to here. But I gotta take this little bit of rust off, prime it. Got 2 spots that I need to fix up, and then I want to hit it with 400 grit sandpaper. I'm not going to use the orbital. It'd be too aggressive for this top coat. You gotta be kidding me. Is that rust? Well, it looks like I gotta clean that off. So there's a few touch-up areas I need to take care of, which I'll be doing. And then wipe it down and get to painting. All right, so there's the first coat. So now I'll wait 10 minutes, set the timer, and do another coat, but on the second coat. All right, there's coat 2. I'm fighting the wind. Every time I go to spray, the wind blows the majority of it off into the clouds, the sky. But there's coat 2, and I still haven't emptied out the first can, so I might have enough for another half, and then I'll have to go to a second can. But there it is, 2 coats. Well, there it is. This is 4 coats. 4 coats of paint. And I'm really happy with the blue. I really love it. It's a really nice blue. If you guys are into spray painting, I highly recommend getting this Rust-Oleum spray paint can handle. It made it so much easier to spray the spray paint and didn't get the paint all over my fingers. Here's the blue in the sunlight. I'm just very happy with the color. Hey, look, it definitely stand out. So that's what I was going for. So this is four coats of paint. It came out to about 2.25 cans of spray paint. So there it is. Just really loving it. Again, this is satin wildflower Rust-Oleum. And so I'm just very happy. So I'm going to end it there. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.